Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Nation of Conversation. I'm your boy Champ. Got my dog Grind Time in the building. What's good with it, man?
Going on with it, man? It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll be back in this building, man. College football playoff controversy. Every year about this time, somebody hurt, somebody got their feelings hurt, somebody got left out that should have been in there. But then again, they trying to improve the system each year, but then they keep changing it up. How they gonna let guys in? Who they gonna leave out? A lot of people was upset about the Notre Dame being left out. Now, me personally, I do think they should have got in. You know, over at least James Madison. I mean, don't get it twisted. Salute to James Madison for having a hell of a year. You know what I'm saying? But y'all finna get trounced by Oregon. That's not even gonna be close. They just gonna, you know, you made it to the playoffs, but you about to get steamrolled in the first round. They could have put Notre Dame right there. Now that's the only thing I say about it. But how the system is, James Madison did deserve to get in there also. So, it's like that. But
Well, Notre
what you
Dame
think?
first they need to schedule themselves. They need to join a conference first of all. Join the Big Ten, join the ACC or something. I know they play a couple of ACC teams, but still join a conference. They had two close games where they lost to Miami by I think three, and they lost to A&M by one. I don't think they should have got penalized for those games. I agree with you. They should have been in the playoffs, but that's how it goes. My personally opinion, I think
Let's see it.
Alabama should have been in there. I think Alabama should have been in there, to tell you the truth. They have three losses, but Alabama got rewarded because they're in the SEC. That's the only reason why they're in there. But
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
It's politics when it comes to these playoffs, what it seems like already. And far as James Madison and Tulane, I actually seen that James Madison game when they played Louisville early in the season. It was a competitive game, but Louisville they pulled it out towards the end. Um, you saying they're going to get steamroll? It's a possibility they can, but I also think
Yeah, I do.
it can be competitive at the same time too. But on paper,
What's
it
up,
looks like
son?
it looks like Oregon's just going to run right through them. But every year is going to be some controversy with this playoffs. Um, the other team that missed it was Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt should have got in. Vanderbilt did. They had a great season this year, so I think they missed the opportunity and got it wrong with them too. But far as the playoffs, there's always going to be some teams that's going to complain, or they need to expand it to 16 teams now. But once it go to 16, they're going to be asking for 20, and once it go to 20, they're going to be asking for 24.
That's
So
what I
it's
said.
the same thing each year. So
That's what I said. That's what I said. Do you agree with what I suggested the other day when we was chopping it up? Just like, okay, if you make it 1 through 25, you rank, you in the postseason. So that leaves out no doubt from anybody. Only the first
mhm.
team get the buy. Number one team get to buy everybody else. So if you want that buy, you got to be the number one. Everybody else. Now, if you can't make it into 25 teams, now I don't want to hear nothing at all. You wasn't supposed to be in there.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, each year is going to be some controversy. So nobody's never happy with the
Georgia
teams they
taking it.
select.
Georgia, uh, Georgia looked dominant against Alabama. I'm not gonna lie. That you could be right about that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, Georgia did look
but
really good.
like I said, they looked it dominant. Like
Revenge
I
game.
said, they looked like they had Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. Everybody was out there playing.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
said,
that was a
boy,
good revenge spot for Georgia. I actually liked the
yeah.
Georgia that
But
game.
then,
I mean, Alabama, they're good, but I think they look slightly overrated this year. And that's one of the teams I think that didn't deserve to be in there. But like I said, once again, politics come into play in the SEC conference.
yeah, they gon' Yeah, Georgia's standing up. They stand up. Yeah, that defense. But I ain't gonna lie. Indiana, they defense look crazy too, man.
Mm-hmm.
They
That
defense
was a good
looked
defensive game there too.
just as athletic. They had the speed. Yeah, with Ohio State. Even though Ohio State, they still had a chance to win the game.
Make your field
Couple
goal.
missed opportunities, but make your field goals. You got to make the field goals. Got to do that. I mean, if you can't do nothing else, they was driving in between the 20s, just couldn't capitalize in the red zone. You know, yeah. When they was trying to go for the field goal to tie, that's what messed them up. They should have just went for the touchdown. I mean, y'all was moving the ball. Why are you trying to set up for a field goal and then you miss the bunny? You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. Why are you playing scary? Y'all was driving the football. But another thing too with Alabama, they backed into the playoffs, but they haven't been really playing that good like over the last 4 or 5 games. To tail off the end of the season. Guys getting injured. Jan Miller, that was a big key injury for them because they're not as deep at running back as they once was. Everything being spread around with the NIL. Guys are not willing to just wait 2 years to play anymore. They just go to another, go somewhere where they can get on the field. So that's affected them because they usually have a whole stable of running backs back there they can throw in at any time.
Yeah, Alabama's known for good
They
running
pretty
backs.
much. Yeah, that was one of the they known for running back. So yeah, they was kind of lacking in that department. Besides Jam Miller, the other guys were good too, but it just wasn't up to what they usually have back there.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that being said, who you think gonna take it all?
Well, I picked Ohio State to begin the season with, so I got to stick with my pick before I seen everything. I picked I picked them. Um, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That'll be a good matchup if but then they couldn't play in the championship because they have to play. Well, they play in the Fiesta Bowl, if they make it through, but it won't be for the championship. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Indiana, Ohio State for the championship. I think it's gonna be a rematch of that Big Ten title game, and I'm gonna give the slight edge to Ohio State, but it won't surprise me if this mystery Indiana team wins it. But I got to give props and props due. Indiana been balling the last 2 years.
Yeah, Signetti, like I said, yeah, he went in there and turned their program around, turned it around.
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
that was the losing this program in the FBS.
Yeah.
You
Mendoza.
know, they got him. He made some great throws in the fourth quarter in the clutch time. Uh, you think he going Heisman, or do you think they should give it to Pavia still?
Mm, I think Pavia will win it. As far as Mendoza, if I'm an NFL team, I'll stay away from that guy. I don't like it. I don't think he's gonna be good in the NFL. It's just his style of play, man. And I know they got him as a top 10 quarterback. No, a top what 3 quarterback. I'll stay away from him. I just don't see that transitioning to the next level. I don't see it. But I could be wrong, NFL scouts, that's their job. They scout for what they see, and they're
Yeah,
saying he's a top 3 pick.
I thought it was
But
gonna be.
I'm saying my opinion.
I, yeah, I thought it was gonna be bad for him because you see he got racked the first play of the game, first pass. He got blew up. I was like,
Hmm.
ooh, had to put his little brother in for a play. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really sold on him either. Even from last year to this year, I mean, like I said, he's a good, but not like he's not no first round, first day guy. I don't think that, no. But
The only thing I could see from his game that he improved on from last year when he was at Cal, he passes the ball more in the pocket. I give him
yeah,
that.
he
He
is a
passes
little
the
rough.
ball more because last year when he was with Cal, it just seemed like he was just a option quarterback. I mean, running, running, running. But I will give him that he has worked on his passing game. But as far as all the other attributes that these teams and scouts are seeing, I don't see it. But like I say,
Yeah, but he was.
I'm
I was
not an
gonna say
NFL
that was
scout,
Cal's
so I could
offense.
be wrong.
Yeah, the Cal offense was like that. They built that around him to make it. That was like a running, more of a dual threat offense. Ran a lot of RPO.
All right. I mean, he has good size. What is it, six
What Dre
five?
said he got. Yeah, Dre said he got the dogs going all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Dogs,
can.
huh?
I don't see why not. Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely got a shot to take it all the way. They definitely do.
yeah, that's for sure.
Georgia only loss was to Alabama early in the year, right? That's the only loss they had, and they got the revenge in the championship game. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
But to your
they
earlier
definitely.
question, how we put. What about y'all in the chat? What y'all think? Y'all think Notre Dame should be forced to join a conference especially after this year? Now Marcus Freeman. I'm calling him Marcus Peters. I don't know how I blended the names. Marcus Freeman. He came out and said, he wants to stay independent because that's what the program was built on. It was built, on the independent thing. But that was way back then when it was the BCS, program and all that. Guys, and before they changed it up, dudes getting shafted every year on that. Dudes getting 12 wins, not even get to play in the national championship game. Then there was some years guys were sharing it. So it's always been a flawed
Mhm.
system. I would
It's
say
always
it's
been some
better
controversy.
than in the 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Hmm. What about this? Do you think the winner of the conference championship game get an automatic bid in the playoffs? Because Duke was saying they should have been in the playoffs. I'm like, nah, I don't know about
Nah,
Duke.
nah, nah,
But
no.
look, that I mean, they did win that conference championship. I mean, I don't see why they shouldn't be there, but they're going all far as record wise because Miami's in the playoffs and they didn't even make it to the conference championship game.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. They need to either the conference games don't count. That's just a conference game. That's just like another, like basically a rivalry game, if you want to say. So we're just not going to count that game at all. Now, if they're doing it like that, I'm okay with it. But you can't use it for some teams and not use it for other teams.
That's
That's
what I'm
all I'm
saying.
saying. Yeah, you
Because
can't use.
let's just
Yeah,
say let's
because
just say Virginia
BYU
won
should have
that
been in.
game.
Because BYU could have been in. They only
Yeah.
lost twice to Texas Tech.
Yep. So
That's another
BYU would have
team.
won. They would have took one of those spots from James Madison or Tulane for sure,
Right. And
because
then
they
if Notre
wasn't going to
Dame,
penalize Texas Tech.
yeah, and then if BYU would have won, Notre Dame or Miami wouldn't have got in.
Mm-hmm. Let's say Virginia won that ACC title game. Would have been in? I think they would have got snubbed too.
Yeah, they would have got snubbed too. So that's what I'm
See, that's what
saying.
I'm saying.
They
So
don't hold different leagues. They hold their conference championship up higher than others.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. And beating ranked teams. That's why I'm advocating for everybody quit doing these tune-up, warm-up games. Everybody play a tougher schedule, or you just starting to get penalized for it. That's all. Like I said,
Yeah.
Ohio State. One of the reasons why I knew I picked them to win the back-to-back is because they play on a lighter scale of the schedule. For me, for them, for them to be such a high-powered team, they don't always play the toughest opponents. That's just my opinion. They do have a couple of games out of the year. You know what I'm saying? They play some tough guys, and then that's why, in the most part, when they play Michigan, or when they get to the first round, the first half, and the team coming out and punching them first, they kind of fall back because they ain't been really tested all year. Let's see what Ohio State they hadn't trailed. That was the first time they trailed a game in the second half all season.
So you're not
So,
you're not taking into consideration that Ohio State's in the Big Ten. So what you're saying is the Big Ten kind of weak this year to you, or because they really don't have to schedule tough non-conference games besides probably one of them. I mean, that schedule, just the Big Ten, is supposed to be one of the best football conferences. Them in the SEC, that
well,
is the top two.
the Big
That's
Ten
the
gonna
top
get
two for
their
sure.
teams in there because they backed by Fox, and SEC is backed by ESPN. So no matter what, they're gonna make sure some of those conference teams make it in the playoff. Let's just be honest.
They got these conferences ranked like this. SEC's number one, Big Ten's number two, and Big 12 is maybe three, then the SEC. That's how they got them
Mm-hmm.
ranked. But ACC. ACC is probably three, then Big 12. But once again, out of all these teams that got snubbed, I think Vanderbilt should have been there. I mean, everybody was saying Texas came, back from a rough start, and they won the last couple games, which they did. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
they started too much. They started too far behind. They started too far behind.
even even
You
another Big 12 team
say
kind of.
UNLV, they blew it when they not lost to.
Yeah, UNLV, they blew it. If UNLV would have ran the
That's what I'm
table, they
saying.
would have been there for
On their
sure. Yeah.
non-conference schedule, they non-conference schedule.
It wasn't even necessary
Well,
about the
yeah,
non-conference schedule, but if
they
they put
non-conference
James
schedule.
Madison and
That's what I
Tulane
don't
in
like.
there, if UNLV would have ran the table, they would have been in for sure. They got to put one of these Cinderellas in here each year. So I wasn't necessary. It's about the scheduling. It's just they just lost the games they weren't supposed to lose. New Mexico game, they shouldn't have lost that game. And Boise State, they just can't beat Boise State for some reason. And the messed up part about it is that them teams are leaving for the Pac-12 next year. So I think UNLV should still schedule Boise State on that schedule each year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they might not want that smoke.
But what I was saying though, it's another team from the Big 12 that kind of deserved a little consideration. It's Utah. Utah was balling this year too, but they got snubbed too. It's like one of them last three.
Yeah, but
Texas, Utah, and Vanderbilt is like the last three. So
but BYU beat the brakes off of Utah though when they played. They got smacked by BYU. Utah did.
I don't remember that. What was that score?
But what you like? It was a blowout. I know that it was a blowout. What do you like to the BYU coach turning down to Penn State and staying there in BYU?
I mean, if he looking to get paid,
But
I mean, he should have went. But as far as if you want to stick with the school and he got something special going over there in BYU, stay. Sometimes it's not all about the money with some of these coaches, which His loyalty is with BYU, and I respect him for that. But if he's trying to get paid, go ahead. But it's too late
Yeah, I ain't
now.
mad at him either or either way.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Indiana they play. They had a pretty good non-conference schedule this year. Indiana did. So yeah, it's all about this. Like I said, to your other question, no, I don't think the Big Ten is trash. No, not the conference at all. I was speaking about the non-conference games. If they could schedule a little bit better opponents in that part of their schedule, then I don't have a problem with it. Because for the most part, they're just going.
I mean, well, they did play Texas.
They're
Texas.
gonna be in the championship
They
game.
was the top 5 team this year. When the beginning of the season. So, and what do you play? What
Yeah, but
9
we
or 8
all knew
games
Texas
in the
wasn't ready
non-conference?
at that time.
Hey,
Yeah,
the game was closer than you think. It was a 14-7 game. So
just like I don't count the first week because teams ain't really who they are. Just like Florida State beat Bama. Remember week 1, and look what happened to them.
End up being
That's another
absolute.
reason why Bama shouldn't. That's another reason why Bama shouldn't have got in, because of that loss to Florida State.
And that's what I was saying. I was saying 3 loss. They're the only 3-loss team that's in there. They got rewarded for being in the SEC conference. That's why they're in there. And their name. I don't see no other reason why they're in there. You lost to a Florida State team that not even going to make a bowl game this year. I think they went 5-6. They lasted 2 games, I think. So
yeah, like I said, they
got
haven't been playing
rewarded
good the last month of the season.
Yeah.
They didn't move. They stayed at 9 for getting blown out. Yeah, that's crazy. You got blown out. It could have been 28-0. But yeah, and they stayed at 9, didn't go up, or they could have moved Alabama to 12 or 11, had them playing Ole Miss or Oregon first round. But that's going to be a good first round matchup. That rematch with Oklahoma, even though, like I said, they lost to Oklahoma too. And Oklahoma, John Mateer, he didn't got back healthy. He's closing out the season. Their defense start playing better. So
Oklahoma might be one of them sneaky teams in the playoffs this year that might make some noise. Just watch out for them Sooners.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got a hell of a defense. They could, but because the winner out of that game, that's who played Indiana.
But you see how Oklahoma got in there, and Oklahoma lost to Texas.
Yeah.
So it's all favoritism, I think. The committee but the Alabama, you lost to Florida State. They're not even going bowling this year. They got 3 losses. Yeah, that should have been Notre Dame slot all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, Alabama, they did play a good schedule, but they still lost 3 games. No, I'm with you on that. So that's what I'm saying. I would like other Big Ten to do like what SEC do, like Alabama. They played a tough schedule this year. Now Alabama, they played a tougher schedule this year, but in the previous years under Nick Saban, they have played a lighter schedule too, just like Ohio State. So yeah, they did a good job playing better teams because they got left out last year. So that's why they played a better schedule. So that's why I think other teams that's up there at the top they need to do. Just play a little bit tougher schedule. And if everybody lose 2 or 3 games, then that'll be just a regular thing now. Yeah, Notre Dame,
Once
they'll
again,
play a weak schedule. That's why
I
I
don't
think
I
they.
don't think it
I think Notre Dame
I don't think
should
the
conference.
scheduling is coming in part with Alabama. I mean, they're getting based off the SEC conference and who they play in the conference. The SEC is known for the best conference of college football. Yeah, even the sorry teams are considered good in most people' eyes in college football who knows college football. So basically, they're saying that lower
Right.
teams in the SEC will mollywop these other teams in these conferences. Like far as like the bottom tiers. So but I'm just saying though, you snub Alabama that lost to a Florida State team that's not going bowling, they're not even in a bowl game,
Yeah.
and you snub Notre
And
Dame
I don't know what happened to them.
from
They fell
losing to
off a cliff,
Miami
didn't
and
they?
Texas A&M.
Didn't they start out like 5-1? Then they just lost every game after that, right? Like that was
I
crazy.
can't remember.
They just they fell off a cliff, crazy. Like damn. Yeah, they were. I was like, okay, Florida State gonna be back. They came out, got the dub over Bama, and poof, and wet the bed after that. I'm like, damn.
A lot of
And
them
this
teams in the
another
I mean, a couple teams in the ACC was disappointing this year. Clemson didn't have the year they were supposed to have.
yeah. Hey, what you
So
do you like do you think Lane Kiffin should have let him finish the season? I mean, you see James Madison coach, he got a new job and they let him finish in the season out. They like because I mean, you finna have these guys, okay, it's 3 weeks that they're supposed to be preparing for this bowl game. With who? You know what I'm saying? That's hurting the kids.
well, I guess they got their original offensive coordinator and D coordinators there, and the original staff. So I guess they say that's good enough.
Yeah, but that's I mean, yeah, but that's Lane Kiffin's offense. So that's what I'm like. I don't know if Ole Miss if they really wanted because this is their shot. I mean, Ole Miss don't get here every year. They ain't gotta. They don't really get here like this. So for them, I would have took a best opportunity I could to get the job done. Even if we know we're going to get rid of him after this year, we're still going to use
And
him right now. We paying him. You
and
know what I'm
see,
saying?
that's
Like
from what you were saying earlier about the BYU coach not taking that Penn State job. But Lane Kiffin, he
yeah.
took the LSU job because of what? Because of what? More money. So he choose money over loyalty.
No, he said
And
he wanted a he this is what he said. He wanted a better opportunity to win a championship. But you had one this year. Your team is 11-1.
I'm not buying
So
that.
that logic didn't make sense to me. Yeah.
I'm
Of
not
course
buying that.
I call cap on it. Yeah.
And this dude's getting jobs
Then he talking
like
about
every time. Like
he
this
said he don't
dude's
know.
like he hasn't won shit. He hasn't proven nothing in college football besides that he's a good offensive coordinator and he could
Then he
run a
said
couple good
he
plays here and there. Like stop rewarding this dude. Like he's having won shit in college football and he keeps getting these damn jobs.
Avery, this you're right here. But this is what it is to be in college football. Coaches interview during the season. That's the sliminess of the college football coach. Just like the transfer portal is a part of the game now, but that interviewing coaches during the season, that's always happened. Now, Lane Kiffin wanted to stay to finish the season. They told him to leave. Yeah, no, they told him to leave. But
I said, man, we don't want to finish with this team and you get a new job. Hey, you can hit the road jack now.
it
We don't need you.
was like, you ain't finna play in my face. Yeah, that was like, nah, big
But
dog, you ain't finna play in my
we're gonna
face.
roll
Get
what
on
we
up out of
got.
here, G.
Right. Going over to that
Mm-hmm.
Baton Rouge, man. Go have your fun over there. He probably ain't gonna be over there. I say 3 years, he'll be done.
But that's what I said.
Like,
You go over there, that's the pressure cooker job. He had a smooth sailing over here at Ole Miss. He could have ran off another 3, 4, 5 years.
that's what
After
I'm
this
saying.
season, y'all
Some of these programs,
made the playoff with this record.
some of these programs are impatient, especially a job like that, LSU. That's a high profile job. You know, you go over there and stink it up,
Mm-hmm.
man, your ass gonna be fired quick. They're gonna be calling for him. Hey, fire Kiffin.
So did y'all okay, Chris, you said you in Mississippi. Did y'all want him to stay to finish the season out? Did people want him to leave? That's what I was told. He wanted to finish it out, but he was asked to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But they have different reports, but
Me personally, if I was an AD at that school, um, I'd tell him to finish the season and see can he win the national championship. You know what he got going on. Then I tell him that well,
oh, okay.
I'll tell him to leave after that.
See, I would have told him it's cool. They try to take on recruit players. Team would have said you can't take nobody. But yeah, you can finish the season now for sure. We can't make coaches stay. Players take no. That's only what it said. Yeah, definitely finish the season out. I mean, we were doing good. We got a shot to do this thing this year, and it's not going to be the same. Now, speaking of bowl games, are you okay with Notre Dame turning down the Citrus Bowl? I don't like that. First of all, the seniors on the team, you just shot them in the foot. You took their last game away. The Notre Dame fans that still wanted them, they still appreciated the season that y'all put in, even though y'all didn't get into the playoffs. Your fan base appreciate the job y'all did. They would have loved to go to another bowl, no matter if it was in the playoff or not. That's been a high for our bowl game again. Still would have been a hell of a game.
So basically, they look like some big ass crybabies.
Yeah.
They should have accepted the bowl game,
that's
but
what it made them look like.
I understand from their part where they're coming from. It's a big disappointment that we didn't get the bid in the college football playoffs, which we should have deserved to be there. And y'all want to reward us with this bullshit ass bowl. So, I mean, it wasn't what they was looking for. But I get it. Let the seniors play their last game.
But
let the seniors enjoy their time. So I kind of feel like they're getting punished a little bit because they played their last game, not knowing that was going to be their last game. So it kind of hits different for the seniors. But I get where Notre Dame's coming from as a program, why they turned it down, because it wasn't what they was looking for. And it kind of looks like they're pouting and they're crying and they're mad. I get it. But at the end of the day, let the seniors get a last chance to go play with their team. But it is what it is, though.
Yeah, and then like I said, Michigan wasn't the only team. I mean, not Michigan. Notre Dame wasn't the only team. There's a bunch of other teams declining bowls. My boy got here, and he's like, it's 2, 5, and 7 teams going to the bowl. That's because these teams are declining bowls. So this is another thing too. Okay, you decline a bowl. What about next season? Should there be some repercussions for that?
Well, I think
You know what I'm
what was it?
saying? Like, okay,
Two
you turn
teams
down
in
the
the Big
bowl,
12 declined
now you can't
bowls. I
make
think
no.
Iowa State declined the bowl game, and they have to pay the Big 12 some type of
Yeah.
fine for something. It's another team in the Big 12 that declined something too. Um, I'm not for sure who the other team is, but I know Iowa State has to pay some type of fee for not going bowling or decline the bowl game. But I don't know. Maybe some of these players might be hurt on some of these
Yeah.
teams. Maybe they look at the overall roster and they like it's not worth getting our players out here to play and risk getting hurt, and especially for some that's trying to go to the NFL. But once again, I get it. If you're a senior, you're kind of mad because you're not knowing
Okay.
that that's your last
Oh,
game.
okay. Let's just be honest. He he brought up a perfect point. This was just I was about to take it. Yeah, best and these booties putting to y'all turning down these damn bowl games. This is opportunity to make more money because don't matter what is the bowl, the goddamn uh, bowl. The bowls are put on the show, the production and shit. So I'm not for that. Still would have been a hell of a Notre Dame versus Michigan. 2-story programs in what used to be one of the bowls that was in the BCS championship. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Oh, Miss don't get the same attention. Now you're right about uh maybe he just wanted to be in the limelight. Maybe that too. But man, you think Brian Kelly gonna get another job?
Eventually, somebody
I
will
know
pick him
he ain't
up.
worried about it because he getting his whole 54 million, the whole wop. So I ain't tripping. At least I can spend some of this money, this season, get a job. I like that
Well,
James Franklin hire over at Virginia Tech.
yeah, that's a nice pickup for Virginia Tech. I knew he was going to get a job right away. He wasn't going to be on the market too long. Same thing with Brian Kelly. I don't think he's going to be on the market too long. Somebody going to pick him up. He's a decent coach.
He just wasn't a good fit for the SEC. He's not an SEC coach.
I'm telling you, man, it's these programs, man. They get impatient with these coaches nowadays. Remember, the Alabama coach was on a hot seat already, and I'm like, damn, already. So just think if he didn't make it to the college football playoffs, or he lost a little
Yeah,
more, a couple more games, he would have been shipped up out of there too. So it's just these programs
yeah.
are impatient. That's what any sports league now.
They could have
I
been.
mean,
Yeah, he could have got packed up.
you got like a year and a
Oh,
year
if
and
they
a
would have
half,
missed
and
the
that's it.
playoffs. Oh, best believe if they would have missed the playoffs again this year, he would. Yeah, they'd have been trying to get rid of Kalen DeBoer for sure, or he would have started out the season on the hot seat for sure. Yeah, because yeah, they want to compete there. You know, so it's gonna okay. It's gonna always gonna be Michigan and Texas now. That'll be a good ass game too.
Yeah, that's a Michigan team. They
That'll
surprised me
be a
this
good game.
year. I didn't expect them to be as good they was this year, because they actually was hanging in there with Ohio State the first half, but Ohio State did what Ohio State does best this year: blow people out. I mean, teams out. So
Yeah, they started getting to young boy Underwood, the freshman under there. They started
but
attacking him. Yeah.
Michigan, They did all right this year. I wonder what the line is on that game. Michigan, they got a solid defense. Well, I think give Texas some trouble. But that's a good game there.
Yeah, Arch, he does struggle with teams with great defenses. You know, sometimes you get that little deer in the headlight. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna be better. I see him getting with the program come next season. No,
Somebody was saying that he should come out for the draft this year. I'm
because
like,
next
no,
year's will
there's
be
no
his
need.
last season, right?
Yeah, there's somebody was saying he should come out this year, but I'm
No,
like, for what?
there's no
There's
need.
no need
There's
for him
no
to come
need.
out.
Yeah,
For one, it's not a money issue, so we know that. And for two, he's not ready. And three, I think he still needs to develop more. He doesn't need to come out because of money. We know who his
yeah, I
family
do
is, so
too.
it's not money. It's definitely not the money.
Right.
Stay at Texas and get you some more experience, and you have a better shot next year. Even his senior year, he could go play that fifth year shit with these
Yeah.
new rules and transfer somewhere if he want to, and which I think he should, if it comes down to that point.
Yeah, that would have been a good game for the championship, Ohio State and Georgia. But yeah, they end up being on the same side. But yeah, that would have been a good one for the chip. I ain't mad at
Shit,
that.
if they do clash course,
Hey,
shit, it's still gonna be a good game.
I wonder what. Yeah, they're just playing the semifinals. That's all. But you know that
Right,
like I
right.
said,
It's
it's
still
all
to be a
good.
good game if they clash course in this playoffs.
Texas, they got Texas. You see the chat, Brian? Yeah, the Texas they 4.5 over and under 46.5.
Mm. See, I don't know. I kind of lean slightly towards Michigan with the points. Just simple fact that Michigan, they got a solid defense over there. And I seen Texas struggle this year with teams with good defenses. So I don't know. I might have to roll with Michigan with the points, but it's still early though. Things could change with my opinion, but far just off top seeing it, I'll take Michigan with that 4.5.
What about the under?
What was the total?
46.5.
That could go on. That could go under. Once again, I could see easily a 21-17
Michigan run the ball.
type of
They're gonna
score
keep the
type
clock
shit.
moving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could easily see that.
Texas do big long drives.
21-17,
Yeah, they're both not just like quick strike offenses.
24-14 type of score with that game. But like I say,
Nebraska
that's my
versus
first
Utah.
prediction on that game,
That's
but
gonna
it
be a
can
cool
change.
bowl. I think I'm
Which bowl game?
yeah, I would take Utah in that Utah and Nebraska. I would roll with Utah in that.
Yeah, I'll take Utah on that. I'll
Yeah,
go with
Tone.
Utah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. No matter how many teams is makes the playoff, it's some fans gonna be left out because they team to make it. That's why I said even if even up the playoff to the top 25, if you in the season ranked you in the playoffs, people would still not be happy. So it's always going you can't please everybody though, but just try to make it as fair as possible. So I do think they probably, if they do change it, they're probably gonna go to 16. They'll probably change that next season. You think by they go into the off season, they like, yeah, we got to get this switched. Or do you think they run?
And
Do you
they
think
might
they
well
run one
go
more year like that?
they might well go NCAA basketball tournament style. Instead of 64, go with 32 teams and give everybody a chance. And go with 32 teams and get the top 8 teams 2-round buys. Do it like that. Fuck it. But even if they win with them many teams, it's still gonna be some teams complaining. So
Yeah,
either
that's
way, how they
yeah,
switch this shit up, nobody's gonna be happy with the results. So
yeah, because okay, so you got this committee in here, and they're voting in teams that they got. They're all watching all these games at once. When you got people in there, it's going to be some feelings put in. That's why these results come out like this. I think if if we did have to use a computer system, now would be a good time because we're using multiple teams, not the 2-team method. Because no, I didn't like that. But now, since we're now putting in all the data, since we have all these teams, we could go to that because there's somebody on that committee. What college they went to, what conference they school
they got
in.
some favoritism. I'm about to say, who the hell is on this committee?
They got some favoritism. Right. So anytime you got humans in there, there's gonna be some type of promotion involved. It's never gonna be strictly business. Even though they would want it to be, it's always gonna be some type of feelings involved when you got humans making decisions on it. Because we're not robots, we got feelings. So
with all
of
this
course
bullshit
there's gonna
going
be
on,
that element.
right? With all this bullshit going on with this betting, who knows? These teams, Alabama might have paid that committee. Hey, we slide y'all a couple dollars, man. Y'all, it's in there. Who knows? Who knows?
Hey,
I
I
don't
can't
trust
put
none of this
nothing. Hey,
shit,
you
man.
can't put nothing past it nowadays,
I don't
man.
trust none of this. Hey, you know what? Hey, man, we got 10 million. Slide us in there. And if we win, we throw you extra 5 million.
Get your job. We'll put you on the staff. We'll get you in the office. You ain't got one of them Kawhi Leonard no-show jobs. We just put
Right.
you on the payroll.
Everything
Oh
everything that
man,
comes out now and
we just put
is
you on the
controversy,
payroll.
bro. Everything's a scandal now. Cause ain't no way in the hell Alabama should have been in that damn fucking
Yeah,
tournament, man.
and like I said,
Ain't no way. Especially lose to Florida State, and they're not even
yeah,
bowl eligible.
everything is suspect
Come on.
now. Yeah, right. And then these guys, but then look, yeah, Chris, like you said, the bookies is killing. They killing the game right now. Ooh, they done took in so much money this year. That's crazy. The record take in. They've been
Sports betting. You can't even do shit, man. You miss it, like you miss a field goal or a coach do a questionable decision, and it's always man, they need to be investigated. I say, bro, they didn't fuck the game up with this sports betting shit.
man. Speaking of questionable decisions, real quick, let's jump to NFL. Raiders yesterday. Come on, we in Vegas, so that's our hometown team. We gotta put y'all on blast. That was nasty ass work last night. Raiders, you going on? Yeah,
Yeah,
Raiders.
I just seen that. I just seen
You
that
are
shit going
going
on.
on the nasty. You're going on the nasty work report this episode. That points was
Yeah.
8.5. They down 10, trying to score. They go on the drive. They kick. They get a penalty call. They run the field goal unit out on the team and kick a field goal with time expiring to cover the spread.
It makes you kind of wonder what the
For
strange
what?
things is going on. Hey, I was reading that little situation this morning. The social media world want Pete Carroll to be investigated by the FBI.
Hell yeah, that was egregious. That was bullshit. Like, bruh,
But that goes back. That goes
what?
back to what I'm saying. You can't do shit nowadays because everything's gonna look suspect, and everybody, especially if it's
Yeah,
close to a spread or a total over or under, and they be like, "Come on now, that everything is questionable nowadays." So the sports betting world, I mean, it messed up the integrity of the game for all sports. for all levels. It because everybody does it now. So it's always going to be questionable this. But I do get that field goal at that last second. It kind of makes you think like, why the hell would they kick a field goal? You might as well just throw that motherfucker in the end zone and game over. Or even better, take a knee or just run the clock out. You can't win the game. Right, you can't win the game because time's going to be expired. So even if you score it, you're not going to have time for an onside kick. But he wanted, maybe he wanted to get his field goal kicker some practice in. That could be it too. Hey, let me get my field goal unit with some reps.
That was some bullshit.
Let me get the field goal unit with some reps in real quick. But I do get it. It do look kind of suspect.
Get some late game reps. Yeah, killed everybody parlay. That yes. Hell yeah, it did. Boy, yeah, that killed mine too. I had me a 3-teamer. Shot me right in the dick. Wow.
Just like the Tennessee Titans and Cleveland Browns game.
Buffalo Wild Wings phone. Hey man.
Just like Tennessee and the Browns game. Why wasn't Shadur Sanders on the field? Like, no, man.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, that's another one. Nasty work.
Hey, yes. We don't want the Browns to win money line.
He done balled out. He had a career. Yeah, man, that's crazy. He done balled out. Almost 400 yards total offense, 3 passing, 1 rushing touchdown. It was a crazy dart. That was a rainbow ball. He dropped it right in the basket on that to tie it in. He grew right now. You gonna come off the field? Like I said, you gotta let quarterbacks win or lose the game in that situation. No matter how you gotta. He was there. You gotta let the quarterback win or lose that right there, man. You can't do that.
They gonna run some damn Wildcat. Man, get that bullshit ass shit out of here. I mean, I like the Wildcat offense, but in that situation, get your best player on the field.
Yeah. Look, just look at it. Just listen to this. You get your quarterback off of the field to have your running back throw a pass for the game. What? That shit don't.
Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense.
Hey, they made a house call.
Oh, in Tampa Bay, them too. Disappointed in them. What the hell was Tampa Bay? Yeah, that was that was somebody else. Yeah, Tyler Shuck was out there shucking and jiving on y'all ass. That was crazy. And he's so trash, boy. Woo!
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. The Panthers gonna win that division.
In NFC South?
No, they tied up. I'm calling it now. Panthers gonna win that division.
And you don't want to get in the playoffs with them teams that's scrappy and want to fight because the Panthers play hard as hell, man. They play to the zeros is there. You know how most teams they figured the game is over. Get the gas. Nah, the
they messed my parlay up last week when they beat the goddamn Rams. And I just had the Rams money line that game. No spread, no nothing. And these bastards lost outright. I'm like, you can't, like I said, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't.
Another question. While we on NFL questionable calls, another one. Commanders, what in the absolute fuck was y'all doing putting Jaden Daniels back in the game? Then he re-injured his elbow. Jaden Daniels.
Man, sit your ass down.
What are we doing? Why?
Yeah.
Y'all not making the playoffs. Y'all was not making the playoffs.
At this point in the season,
did you see how he injured his elbow? It looked like he was trying to do a break dance. You know when they spin. elbow damn near twisted his arm off.
At this point in the season, with that type of record, there's no need to play your best franchise quarterback. I mean, sit the hell out, get healthy, and let's get ready for next year.
Jacksonville is a legit contender. Yeah. And then, yeah, speaking of that, man, Daniel Jones, man, for his ACL, that's crazy. So yeah, Jacksonville, y'all know what they the number one in the AFC South now.
No, hold up. You got the Texans right on their ass.
Hey, look.
No,
they on their ass, but I'm talking about right now.
Right there. I think the Texans gonna come out and pull. They're gonna win that division.
But yeah. And speaking of the Texans and the Chiefs last night, is the Chiefs dynasty over, bro?
Man, you can stick a fork in that shit.
Is it?
Stick a fork in it. They're done.
Oh, damn.
Stick a fork in it. That shit's over with. Travis Kelce, go retire. Go be with what's her name? What's her name? They say her name a lot. Go enjoy yourself. Patrick Mahomes. He's not done, but they need to retool that offense and defense. And they'll be back in a couple years.
That offense. They got to get some guys. They got to get some guys over there. Yeah,
they need some goddamn. They need some goddamn
after
receivers.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, they need some receivers for sure.
Get back healthy. Get him back over there. Get him back in the building as quick as possible. You got to. That Mahomes missed that deep threat. He ain't got it no more. They just injury prone this year, but it's over for sure. You can stick a fork in that team this year. They ain't making no playoffs. Is Kelce retiring?
Yeah, I was about to say retire and go be with what's her name? Taylor Swift. Go be with her. Like I say, she ain't doing all that clapping and shit in the booth this year, huh? Right. Sit your ass down.
Green Bay, legit too. I like Jordan Love. He be slinging that motherfucker. Man, yeah, he be slinging.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's a gunslinger for sure. So, yeah, they got a shot too. NFC is open.
Besides the game from last night with the Packers and the Bears, you think the Bears is a legit contender or one and done in the playoffs if they make it?
I don't know. They won a lot of one possession games, so I really can't judge those teams like that because you could have won, you could have lost those too. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see because remember last year Minnesota was winning all those one possession games, and then now look, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta see. I'm just
looking at the Bears schedule. The Bears got a tough schedule coming up. And they got to play the Lions too. And the Lions is feisty to get in the playoffs too. So the Lions need to get some wins going too. So the Bears can make the playoffs or they can entirely miss the playoffs overall. And that's crazy. They were number one last week. Right. Because they got a tough schedule coming up. I'm like, this team could possibly lose these last 4 games and be bounced off the playoffs from being number one last week.
Yeah. And be
right. From being number one last week. So that's crazy. So we'll see though.
But yeah, Green Bay's hot right now. They got 3 straight divisional wins. So Seattle. Beginning of the year, I said Seattle would be good. I actually picked the Rams to come out the NFC. They still looking good. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, they got a good matchup coming this week. I think that's the Thursday night game, ain't it? The Rams in Seattle this Thursday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a game.
I think that's the Thursday night game. Yeah.
Yeah, that man, Puka Nacua just made crazy catch after crazy catch. Man, that dude is a monster.
Oh yeah. They got a hell of a receiver core over there. Now look, Devontae Adams come over there. He know how to play football again.
Don't even get me started, bro. Don't get me
Right.
started.
He
Don't
go over to him. He know how to play
yeah,
football again.
don't get me started on
Your
that.
ass went over to the Raiders thinking your boy Derek Carr was still gonna be here. They shipped his ass the first year. I'm like, man, but Devontae Adams over there balling. Shout out to Devontae Adams. I mean, that's all you need, man. A new change of scenery, new team, and you get your swag back. That's all he needed. So ain't no hate on Devontae Adams. I salute you, man. Glad for him.
Yeah. It'd be crazy, man. It'd be crazy. What's a nice game? Let me check.
That's crazy. I don't even know who tonight's game is. I done forgot that quick. And you know, we usually on point with it. Who the fuck is tonight's game?
Yeah, I'm looking on here.
Yeah, Rams, Seattle Thursday night. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's definitely gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Rams. Yeah, that Philly and the Chargers. This could be a good matchup. Both 8-4.
Man, what's up with your boy Saquon
Man,
Barkley this year, man? He did all that
oh my
record
God.
shit last
Okay.
year, and this year he ain't even himself this year. Like, damn, he got a Super Bowl and showed out for the Giants.
I told you what
The
happened to him.
Giants,
He was
and all of
shot.
a sudden he over here
They
stinky
used
now.
him up. They used him up.
I'm like, gee,
they was playing, man.
That's not even the same player from last year. Not
Eagles
even
playing with
close.
him like Smart was playing man. You know how they just.
Hey man, they got so much shit going on with the Eagles though, man. I'm like, they're not losing, but why is everybody over there complaining? You got AJ Brown with his BS and so much shit circulating around the locker room. I'm like, it's not like this a losing team. They're winning games, but just a lot of turmoil in that goddamn locker room.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you're gonna have to stop talking every motherfucking week, man. Like, damn, all right, you unhappy. Say your back hurt or something. Don't suit up. I don't want to hear your ass every week, dog.
Yeah.
I would get tired of that shit.
And it's a team that won the Super Bowl last year. They got all this BS going on in the locker room.
That's just me. Media every week. Man, look here, dog. We got your damn bowl last year. And we could go back to back. I don't want to hear this shit every week.
Right. Speaking of the Cowboys, before they just lost, they were getting hot too. I still think they're hot, but they just ran into a team that wanted it more. These goddamn Lions, but Cowboys can definitely make some noise these last couple of games. But everything has to fall in place for them to make the playoffs. You got a lot of if this and this breaker for them to get in, but they still have a shot. But mathematically, it is very low. But they're definitely hot right now. Even though they just lost to the Lions, I still like the way the Cowboys came and they're playing right now.
Yeah, their defense. It's like, yeah, like I said, they can put up the points, no problem. You know what I'm saying? It's the defense. Maybe they you know, they can address it. They said they addressed it. Yeah. I heard that about Jalen Hurts too. He kind of got that disconnected vibe to the team, like that how they were saying Russ was in Denver. You know, whatever.
Or he got
They saying, yeah, a lot of people were saying that he's not just not a likable.
he got that Chris Paul syndrome going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or that too
right.
could be. Like, your quarterback got to be likable in the locker room for them to get behind you. If don't nobody like you, man, that's crazy. But then they said that's another reason AJ is saying all this stuff is because saying shit every week.
Right. That nigga got that Chris
You know what
Paul
I'm
going
saying?
on. I'm telling you, that's what it is. But it's not like the Eagles, they
Speaking of
can't get
that,
rid of
look,
Jalen Hurts.
let's speak on it. What you think about the Chris Paul situation?
Man, and I see you, man. The
No,
social
that's it.
media world
No,
is saying he got did
can't get
dirty and
rid of him.
everything
He
and
gonna
all
take.
that. No, that nigga talk too much shit. He think he the king of everything. Sit your ass down, go retire. If I'm one of these NBA franchises, I would not sign this dude. Just retire. Ain't nothing else to prove. But I get it. You probably want to go out with your little farewell tour, but
And
hey,
then
it's not going that way. Retire. Give it up. You're done. You're going to go down as one of the
but
greatest
look,
point guards to ever play this game in the
whole part
NBA. You have nothing else to prove. The only thing you just didn't win a ring.
they were saying the reason why he posted that, this will be my last season, is because he knew he was about to get cut, and he was trying to make them just like, oh, he's gonna retire. Let's let him finish the season out. You know what I'm saying? Let's let him finish the season out. So that's why he put that up. So he's trying to make, that's gonna make them look bad if they're gonna release me. But you had to have got on somebody's motherfucking nerves to make me want to cut you at 3 in the motherfucking morning, man. Let's just be honest. 3 in the morning, Tyler probably woke up out of his sleep pissed off. Like, get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. In the
Yeah.
morning, dog. Yeah, somebody don't like
They got
you.
the news early in the morning. But they also Clippers franchise, they got a lot of shit going on over there. The team is horrendous this year. This team is horrible. They should have been one of the top 6 teams in the West, accordingly on paper, competing with the Los Angeles Lakers, but that's not happening. You got the Kawhi Leonard situation going on over there, so that's a distraction. You got Kawhi Leonard not playing games once again. You know, he's one of the worst free agent deals to ever come to that team. Um, the Clippers are a mess right now. And Ty Lue, you can't even blame Ty Lue because we know Ty Lue can coach, so you can't put the blame on him. It's just the players suck right now. And they also, I hear they treat their players like shit. We obviously can see that what they just did to CP3,
When they
and
tried to do when they tried to
they
have
did
all
Blake Griffin. They did Blake Griffin wrong too.
tried to
They
have
gave
all
him
the
all that money and cut
origins on
him.
the team
So
at one time, it don't work like that. I mean, you might want to do it, but you can't do that no more.
yeah, like I say, they known for doing shady shit from according to what I done read. So and Blake Griffin, that situation was done wrong too. So I said,
But see,
damn,
last
they didn't build all this shit over here in
see Brian
Inglewood, paid all this money for this
last
arena,
night
and these
finally had
motherfuckers are
enough.
garbage.
His first good game, first game he was back, it was cool. Yeah, OKC, yeah, for sure. They legit shit. They blew him on last night without Shea. So yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
you see them on you just we this ass whoop tonight. Like I
Yeah.
said, the only thing that can stop that is I'm saying, and they can stay healthy. Shit, they can run a couple off.
Man, only team that could beat OKC is themselves. Nobody ain't beating that team but them. My opinion, I think they're gonna get the record. I think they're gonna beat that record for sure.
But yeah,
I for sure think they're gonna beat that record. What are they, 23-1? The Bulls and the Warriors didn't even start off this good. So I think they really gonna get that record and win the NBA championship. That's
no,
what will
I
make us
did.
better. But the only team gonna beat OKC is themselves.
Especially they said they was mad. They went to a game and they said okay, they're gonna try for sure. Yeah. 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 It's kind of looking like that, man. So I don't know. But appreciate y'all rocking with us today. You know what I'm saying? And it's your boy Champ Rhyme Time, it's the Nation Conversation. And you remember when you see that B, you know it's we, and we out.